9. Suicide Charge. Chapter 9 Suicide Charge. What? In the distant god's domain, a strange creature with tentacles on its head stood up in surprise when he got the news that his god's domain had been invaded. A human? Its tentacles sway, and its round head is full of thoughts. Humans dare to invade our Maraudo civilization. It laughs very presumptuously. Humans are only a first-level civilization. How many years have you joined the interstellar family? How dare you provoke them? An old-fashioned second-level civilization like the Maraudo civilization. It seems that the last battle of the gods did not beat em up. Let go of the protection and let him in. The members of this Maraudo civilization are extremely confident. It has an extraordinary background. At the beginning, the species it obtained was a bronze-level lizard man of the 4th level. In the beginning, he improved a lot. With such strength, he is superior to his peers, let alone a small human being. As soon as it let go of the protection of God's domain, a black mass of creatures rushed in, rushing towards the aboriginal lizard men of God's domain. How is this possible? Seeing this number, Maraudo was dumbfounded. How could there be so many? Its regular army of lizard men is only less than 2,000, but the opponent actually has tens of thousands. Xu Luo, who was going to forcibly break the protection of God's domain, also laughed when he saw the other party let go of the protection, which saved him a lot of money. He has paid a lot for this invasion, and he will not give up until he gets it back now. Oh, the gods themselves will not enter the opponent's domain, but they can see the situation of the opponent's domain from the perspective of believers. Seeing those lizard men actually have simple battle armor and a machete, Xu Luo also felt nervous. The opponent is so ruthlessly armed, they must be very strong, don't let the ship capsize in the gutter. At this time, that Maraudo was also panicking. He didn't expect that the number of opponents was not large, and his rank was also high. Although there is no equipment, but there are too many of them. Moreover, it felt that its domain seemed to be under some kind of special attack, and it was slowly shrinking, and the speed was not too slow. This is naturally the masterpiece of mayflies. Now Xu Luo has hundreds of thousands of mayflies, and they can collect a large number of evolution points in minutes. Such an invasion, how can these cute little lives be missing? Under the control of Maraudo, the lizard men formed a battle formation, constantly resisting the attacks of the Zerg. But Xu Luo is not a fool, he will not confront each other head-on. The armor of the evolved beetle is thicker than that of the beetle, like a thick shield. Rows of them block the front to resist the opponent's attack, while the praying mantis waits for an opportunity in the back, with 2 arms like a praying mantis. And the jumping ability of the jumping worm, once the mantis worm jumps in front of the opponent, it is also very scary to take 2 swords and jump away. The more terrifying thing is actually the acid worm behind. They are constantly spraying acid from behind, and the lizard men can't hit him at all, and the acid can corrode the armor of the lizard men, machetes, if the bare skin is sprayed. It will be like being splashed with sulfuric acid, and the power is even stronger huge. Seeing the continuous fall of its followers, the new asterisk named Mocha of the Maraudo civilization was shocked and angry. These believers were cultivated at a huge cost, and it was very distressing to lose one by one. Unexpectedly, a powerful existence appeared in the human civilization that I looked down upon. You forced me to do this. Divine art, berserk. Although I was reluctant, I had to use it at this time. The newly born gods don't have priesthood, so naturally they don't have any magic arts. It is a scroll, which is a one-time consumable for high-level asterisk seals. The ability of berserk is one of God of War's divine arts, which can make his followers go berserk, increasing all attributes by 30% in a short period of time. Although the duration is only 10 minutes, and it will make the believers weak for a day later, it can't be controlled so much at this time. Weakness is weak, it's better than dead. A asterisk ray centered on Mocha, flew out from the core of God's domain, and accurately blessed all the lizard men. Immediately, the lizard men who were already timid became brave and fearless. Actually shocked the beetle's line of defense and kept retreating. But after all, there are enough beetles and the armor is thick enough, so it is still difficult to kill them. Even if the lizardman is enhanced, but the defense enhancement is not obvious, there is still no way to defend against the acid spray of the acid worm. Humph. Mocha snorted angrily, and had to use a treasure at the bottom of the box. God's blessing. It used up a protective scroll again, which made it very distressed. This thing is not only expensive, but more importantly, it is difficult to buy. But what you pay for is what you pay for. After using God's blessing, a layer of protection was formed in front of the lizardman. No matter it was acid spray or mantis attack, it was blocked. Now you have nothing to do. Mocha is very proud. This thing was bought by its elders with a certain amount of favor. It was originally used when preparing for civilized battles, but it was forced to use it now. Although it hurts to use up the precious props, the effect is also immediate. Seeing that the other party can't help him, Mocha is immediately happy. At this time, he doesn't care about losses anymore. As long as he keeps his domain of God, the best thing is that the species don't become extinct. If God's domain is shattered and loses the qualifications of a god, no matter how much he prepares, it will be of no use. So rich. Xu Luo was also surprised to see the opponent using props one after another. He is no longer a newcomer. After this week of systematically learning all kinds of knowledge, although he is not familiar with all kinds of precious props, he still knows most of the common ones. Just like the 2 used by Mocha today. But if that's all you need, you're useless. Following Xu Luo's control, the beetle began to retreat slowly to make room for it. Before Mocha could express his doubts, he saw the acid worms rushing forward one after another. Then, under its surprised gaze, before the lizard men attacked, the bugs exploded by themselves. The suicide attack caused the protective cover to continuously produce ripples and violent tremors. Before he could be happy for too long, this treasure obtained at the price of favors was directly shattered. How is it possible? Seeing this, Mocha just felt unbelievable. This is the blessing of God. How could it be broken so easily?